to another Pig City Pickem podcast. It's your host, Zachary Abbey.
And yet other host, Alexander Walker.
And Walker, just a little mental check-in. How you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, doing pretty good.
All right. Hey, I won a week. I did the best. So
You even beat the coin?
congrats to me. I either did better or tied. I can check real quick. I tied.
You tied him.
All right, look, doesn't matter. I only care about humans. So yeah, man. My overall record now is 66, 67, and 3. So one game under 500. Where are you at, Walker?
Something ain't right.
Uh-oh. We have a little record problem.
The coin has a odd number. Shouldn't they have an even number to this point? Yeah.
Yeah. You mean the overall record?
Yeah. So they're off somewhere.
Yeah. We'll back it up though. I don't know where that went. You know what? Bad start to the pod. It's okay. We don't know the coin's overall records. There's a couple things got messed up in here, but
we can just re-add it here in a bit.
Yeah, it's near us. We know that. But you are a game behind. Is that correct?
Yes.
So we are right there near 500. Again, that's kind of the concept of the pod, and we are right there at it. Not bad. I think if you would ask most people in the gambling sphere, you take that. We just got to get over the hump. But right now, basically, if you have rode with us all week, we've barely lost you any money. And if you rode with me on locks, I've made you money. And if you rode with Howard this season, he's made you quite a bit of money. We saw last week the concept of the pod or the header on our YouTube was that Howard is goated and had another winning week. It's really all you can ask for at this point. He sits at 60 or 73, 60, and 3. So
coin is tied with me with 65, 68, and 3.
Okay. So we were on the right path, so just one number off. Yep. All right. So, I mean, kind of the race of this was, are we better than a coin? And right now, I am. Barely. It is kind of crazy that we're this close to a freaking coin. Does it make you feel dumb?
What, that I'm this close to a coin?
Yeah. Well, so am I. I'm just saying.
I don't know if it makes me feel dumb. It's just...
You feel like it makes you feel inexperienced? Like the next year will destroy the coin?
I think it just shows it's like how easily like gambling is a flip of a coin. If that makes any sense.
All right. Prediction. At the end of the season, do all three of us finish above the coin?
No.
No. 2 of us?
Yes.
Okay, so Howard doesn't fumble that bad.
Nah.
Okay. All right, shouts out to Howard. Again, we want to get the guy on the pod. He says he wants to be on the pod. He even sends segments, but dude doesn't say his availability, and I told him we record at some weird times. So, Howard, if you want to be on, legitimately you can be on. But as people that have been on here, it might ruin your record. Just saying. One quick shout out to Howard to make fun of him. His idea was for us to talk about the team that made us the most mad. I don't really care to do that this week because everyone makes me mad. But he did pick Seattle to win, and they got absolutely throttled by Baltimore. So he wins all the time. Got to make fun of him for something.
If I had to pick one from last week, it'd probably be the Saints.
Oh, agreed. They had 5 turnovers and couldn't win by 8 points.
Yeah.
So, actually, good segment, Howard. I'll give it to you. Screw the Saints.
He actually went Chicago, by the way.
Of course he did. This guy's
He knew
insane.
there was going to be 5 turnovers.
No, the Saints got 5 turnovers and
Oh,
still couldn't win by 8 points, dude. That's impossible.
so the Saints just not good. They just have a weak schedule.
No, I think they are good. They're good. They're not anything more than that ever.
Is it kind of scary, like, for other teams to think, like, if they could just figure out something, they could be really scary?
Yes, but like they're not consistent on either side of the ball. I mean, their defense is good, but like they've been exposed sometimes too. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're like a better version of the Falcons, but they're almost the same team. It's just the Saints.
Nah. Falcons' problem is coaching.
Why are the Saints not better?
Derek Carr sucks.
Coaching. All right. Confidence level of picks this week, Walker, 1 through 4.
1.5.
Mm. I actually felt great going into last week. I don't know what I said on here, but going into the week, I felt great. I'm gonna go 2 this week. I'm gonna go 2. All right. Picking number 1 through 5.
Me?
Yep.
4.
All right. You just chose the coin for the week.
You thought I was going to go 2, didn't you?
I knew you weren't going to this time because I put it in your head last time.
There's no way.
I promise.
If you say so.
Shouts out 4. IV. Let's go. Roman numerals. All right.
I just went 4 because it's 2 plus 2.
Speaking of 4, the Chicago Bears are 4-point favorites against the Carolina Panthers. So Bryce Young looked as bad as you could look as a number 1 pick. The Panthers look dysfunctional. The Bears are dysfunctional, but have a little spunk to them. Here's my note I'll say about this game, then I'll let you make your pick. Justin Fields is probably not playing in this game.
He's already been ruled out.
Okay, I know it was very doubtful, but I really wish he was playing because it would create a very interesting dynamic of him winning this game could also be the reason that he loses his job because just making the Panthers lose increases the Bears' chance of getting Caleb Williams. It was just a fun thing. I was like, this is actually hilarious. Like, he plays well to lose his job. You know what? Panthers are terrible. I went with the Bears. I don't care.
I went Carolina. I think Bryce bounces back. Like, after a week like that, like, you have to come out balling on Thursday night. You got to make a statement.
And what exactly would that statement be?
That you can beat the Bears. He throws for 2 touchdowns.
And they win?
Yep.
Okay, so they don't just cover you. You would take money line on this.
Yeah.
Okay. The coin has went with the Bears. I have something to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
It's my lock of the week.
God almighty.
It's getting slim pickings, and the good teams have matchups I don't care for as much this week. And you want me to tell you the most profitable thing I've had this year? Just betting against the Panthers. There's no chance I would ever pick the Bears the rest of the year. I know we're not going to use every team, but I have a chance here, and I took it. There's only one other team I was considering, and I think they probably have a matchup I would actually pick them later I like better. So, yeah. All right.
All right.
Go Bears.
We got the Indianapolis Colts, who are 2-point favorites going into Foxborough, facing the New England Patriots. This one, it's just tough because do you ride with Belichick or do you fade him? They've been so bad, it's so easy to fade them. And they've been so bad, it's like, shouldn't the Colts, who can put up points, be more of a favorite than 2 points? feel like it's one of those, like you were saying, where it's like Vegas is trying to trap you. And I'm taking the trap. Give me the Colts.
Okay, I will say New England is still getting respect for being New England and being a Belichick team. And I don't know if
Yeah.
that's projecting that people feel that way or if Vegas actually feels that. But let's be honest, the Colts didn't play good last week. They just had 2 pick-sixes. Like they didn't put up a lot of points even against the Panthers. So,
Yeah.
and we have a triple agreement. The coin and myself also went with the Colts.
Okay.
That was not good.
Did it hurt us last week when we all agreed?
Gosh, I forgot to look at that. I remember there was 2 games. Oh, I don't know. I don't remember. I don't even want to try to remember. So,
It was the Colts. Was one of them, and we got it right.
oh, it was my lock also though. So the lock overrides.
And it was Tampa Bay, and we got it right as well.
Oh, so that's dead. So
Yeah.
everybody bet on the Colts. Thank you for that. Do I bet on the Colts every week? No, I don't. I did in week 7. Okay. Green Bay, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh 3-point favorites. These are both bad teams. That's my evaluation. Give me the Packers on the road. I don't care.
Packers look like they started to find something out, but my same philosophy for Thursday night last week. Give me Pittsburgh at home. Tomlin, dude, he's just got that home cooking. I'm gonna keep riding it.
Okay. Makes me feel even better. I feel like everyone's picking Pittsburgh in this game. The coin agrees with me. I swear the coin agrees with me so much. We need a stat on that. How often the coin
Coin
agrees with
Green
me.
Bay. Gotta agree with both of us more than it does Colton because it's records with us.
Yeah.
I mean, Howard got a money.
I don't know. You saying with the Colts?
Yeah.
Okay. New Orleans.
Alrighty.
New
New
Orleans.
Orleans is on the road, and they are 2.5
It's
point
money time,
favorites
baby. It's
against
money time.
Minnesota.
It's money time. Where you at? Let me talk
Uh,
to you.
this game was tough. Like, do you buy into the Dobbs Minnesota hype
Yes.
after last week? Or do you buy into the Saints are just a good team? Their defense will find a way to keep them in it. It's not a big spread. They should easily be able to cover that and get the win. And I went Minnesota.
Hey. Um, I think the Saints are good, and I can't quit betting on them. Give me the Saints, and the coin agrees.
That one was tough for me. I kept going back and forth on that one.
Yeah, I mean, it was a crazy story, and obviously Josh Dobbs is incredibly smart. It's been documented. You know, he's the smartest person of all time. But I, I don't know. Like, you can know what plays to run, and the defense still beat you. It's not
Yeah.
like it's not like he was just a playbook away from being great, or he would never have been traded. No disrespect to Dobbs. Okay, you all right there, buddy?
Yeah.
Oh, you just want me to keep introing them?
I entered the last one.
Oh yeah, I just said New Orleans a lot because you freaking started saying Harold. It's me, money time. Where you at? Sorry. I forgot to tell you that I saw that Howard was on the sheets making his picks, and I just started typing his money time. Where you at, Harold? Yeah, he never commented back. All right, that actually creeped me.
Got him.
All right, I'm going to sound the alarm. This was the game that I hated picking the number one most this entire week. But I had to go with Cincy. Rocking the hat today of the Reds. I went with the Bengals. They look great. A little bit of a teasing game where it's a line that intrigues you. Obviously, Stroud just had an amazing, amazing, amazing day, but they barely beat the Bucks, and he played out of his mind. Um, Bengals 7-point favorites. Sorry, Houston, Cincinnati. Cincinnati 7-point favorites. Great job by me there.
Yeah.
I'll be better.
Yeah, I'm a Stroud boy. What can I say? Give me Houston. It's 7 points. I feel like he can cover that. Since he's going to be coming in not fully healthy, Chase might not play. Higgins apparently just pulled his hamstring today at practice. Like, they could be really tested here.
It's a good point.
What the coin guy?
Agreed with me. I'm so over this.
Y'all don't have a single pick different so far. It's pretty wild.
It's stupid.
Pretty sure the week the coin like went with me a lot was my worst week.
Okay. Cool. I bet in 3 weeks I'll be right at 500 again. Sorry.
Next game we have a divisional matchup where both teams have stout defenses. One team keeps getting talked about how dominant they are. The other team just finds ways to win. We got Cleveland on the road going to Baltimore, and Baltimore is 6-point favorites.
Yeah.
And with it being a matter of just covering the spread, not winning the game, give me Cleveland. I like those 6 points.
This past week, I feel like if you're in sports media whatsoever, which I guess we're creeping our way into, basically the number one headline is: Are the Ravens the best team in the AFC? Are the Ravens the best team in the league? They look the most dominant. They look the most complete. This is not disrespect to the Ravens at all. They look great. You know, I've been very high on them from the beginning of the year. I'm just being honest with you. This just seems like a game Cleveland keeps close, but the Ravens. I still think the Ravens probably are going to win, but yeah, I'm completely with you here. Yeah, Browns. And the coin went Baltimore. Okay.
Dang. All it took was for you to pick Cleveland for the coin to be like, yep, I'm out.
I think in the future you don't have to do it now, but we should start coloring it different when it disagrees with both of us. But if that's too much now, it's fine. All right. I like this matchup here. The Tennessee Titans going to Tampa Bay. Will Levis, didn't have the most amazing day. He still made some good throws last week. Short week against a good Pittsburgh defense. I was actually kind of impressed with him. Was also impressed with Baker Mayfield. He played really well. Made some good throws. The Buccaneers
Basically won the game.
Yeah, but left too much time for Stroud. 46, 49, 46 seconds, 49 seconds. Dang it.
Something like that.
Yeah. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are a 1.5 point favorite, but they are at home. So I'm going with the Titans. Tighten up. I know some Titans fans, and they're really good people. So I'm going to make sure we shout out the Titans.
Yeah, this one, I see why the line's so close. That's all I'm going to say. But I went Tampa Bay.
Okay.
I think this is a game like they can't afford to lose if they want to keep their season alive. So I think they come out with a little bit extra in the tank.
I think we'll see exactly what their team is, because after that really, really close, heartbreaking loss, your team can fold or they can bounce back and win.
Yeah.
But I feel even more confident about this because I see one of our Bucks fans that's in this on the sheet. His head just popped up on the screen, so it made me feel real confident going Tennessee. Okay. Last 1:00 game coming up.
Whew. Next one, we have San Fran, who are 3-point favorites on the road against Jacksonville. This game, San Fran just ain't look like San Fran, but they're coming off of a bye, so maybe they got some stuff right. But Jacksonville, they keep finding ways to win. They sometimes haven't looked pretty, the
Al-
wins, but they
Also,
have found ways.
also coming off of a bye.
Yeah, I was going to say that. And they're also coming off a bye. So, with that being said, give me San Fran. You give Shanahan enough time to game plan for a team an extra week, get the boys a little bit healthier. It's it's not like Jacksonville. Everybody keeps talking about how great their season's been, but has it really been that great? I mean, I get they got a good record, but I don't know. I'm not sold on them.
I mean,
So
yeah,
yeah.
they're beating team. I don't think they're having fluke wins. They're just not dominating. They're actually here's a weird example. They're actually winning games the way the Ravens have in the past several years, where it's like, yeah, they're winning, but that's kind of who they remind me of. But um, people can call this bias. People can call this pride. People can call us whatever they want. I still have a little soft spot for Doug Peterson in my heart, and I know
With the coin go on Tennessee, Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
Okay.
I hope that's true. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. I just you didn't ask me, but I knew it did. Um, but yeah, Doug Peterson coming off a bye, having a extra week as well. I I think Shanahan obviously is a very good coach, but I'm just going with. I mean, I'm just going with who I like more, and give me the points. Give me the home team.
Dougie P.
I also realistically, I understand they're at home, but like, don't I feel it's a little trappish that like I know they lost, but San Francisco, Jacksonville, the way they play, it doesn't seem like this game's going to be within 3 points. Like I feel like if San Francisco wins, they're going to dominate. So that line's kind of it's
Yeah.
weird.
And if it's a close game, you feel like it's Jacksonville's game.
Yeah, or they just got to cover. You don't have to win, guys. Just cover for me. Come on, Dougie covers. All right, it's now time for the 4 o'clock games, which means
Who the coin go?
oh, I actually didn't flip it yet. Ooh, guess what? Agree with me, of course.
Jacksonville. All right, start us off. 4 o'clock.
Detroit Lions coming off a bye. Everyone was starting to love the Lions, and they went to a bye. Facing the Los Angeles Chargers, who you could argue did not deserve to get a win for the performance against the New York Jets last week because it was just drops, bad passes. Defense played very good, but also the Jets just, I mean, the fact that the Jets are still able to win any games with their quarterback and their offense being so anemic is impressive. There is zero reason that the Lions are only 2.5 point favorites in this game. They're on the road. I don't care. The Chargers don't have a freaking home field. I don't know if they've had a majority fans ever. Detroit should be 5, 6 point favorites. The fact this line's at 2.5 is crazy. So give me the Chargers.
Yeah, when I first saw this line, I thought the same thing. I was like, Detroit's only 2.5. But with that being said, I went the Chargers as well. I
No,
They looked so bad last week that
no.
I think they get it right.
Oh, that's so bad. Okay, the coin went Detroit. This has the potential. This game reminds me of a couple weeks ago, Detroit Baltimore, where I'm like, I really believe in Baltimore more. I believe in Detroit more. I do I flip? Do I switch?
Stay put, coward.
I gotta quit the Chargers at some point.
Yeah.
I have to quit the Chargers at some point. Give me the Lions.
So
I'm
you're a
tired.
coward.
I'm tired of betting on the Chargers and losing every freaking week. I do this. I
I
said I was
bet
done
on
with.
them last week and I won.
Yeah, because they played a team that literally couldn't move the ball. All right, so my official pick is the Lions.
And I went against them in week 8. and it bit me in the butt. So yeah, I'm back with them.
Yeah. All right. I did not think ever in the history of this show I would be picking the Lions and you'd be picking the Chargers. Those are literally the two teams that like we ride for the most.
Yeah,
You want
one
to
of the
trade?
bigger Detroit.
Gonna trade fit? No, no. I gotta
Nah.
get it. All right.
Next up we have Atlanta, who are 1 point favorites on the road, headed to Arizona to take on the Cardinals, who are getting Kyler back. They're getting Connor back. And with all that said, it was icing on the cake for me. I don't believe in Atlanta. You give Arizona some extra juice in that lineup, give me Arizona all day.
Like that. The coin goes Arizona as well. Heineke looked like the Heineke that I don't believe in last week. And it's the Minshew effect. Guess what? I've not heard one person in any way whatsoever about the Falcons talk about anything other than Arthur Smith and his mustache or his, FedEx dad or that Bijan's not getting the ball. I've not heard a mention about their quarterback. Give me Heineke to have a big day. Kyler's first game playing in how long? I mean,
In a minute.
I'm just saying, like, their
Last
defense is
quarterback we saw come off of a massive break like that was Deshaun, and he looked like crap in his first game back
that's what I'm
last year.
saying. It's hard for me to bet on a quarterback coming back after a while. Now, if they can establish a run with Connor, that is big. But the Falcons, I still think they have a good defense. So give
Yeah,
me the
I'm
Falcons.
just not in on the Falcons.
I don't know why I am. I shouldn't be. You already got the coins pick for this one?
Yeah, Arizona.
Okay, I was making sure. All right. Jeez. My bad. Me. Uh, this is the second game I hated picking the most this week. Washington, Seattle. Seattle, 6.5 point favorites. Seattle looks like they're good, then they're bad, then you think they're good, and then they're bad, and it's hard to think a team is not bad after they get humiliated. But we also understand we still think the Lions are good. I mean, I just switched my pick to the Lions, and they got humiliated by the Ravens. So maybe the Seahawks aren't that bad. Washington trades away their pass rushers, but they still have Sam Howell playing pretty well. 6.5 is a lot of points, but I'm still going with the Hawks.
Hmm. It's interesting. Me, it came down to one thing. Which quarterback do you believe in more? And for me, it's simple. I believe in Howell 1,000 times more than Geno. So give me Washington, baby. Commander Nation, stand up.
You probably think they're going to win this game, don't you?
Yeah, I would take it money line.
Okay. See, that's where it's just like the points scare me, but you think about the quarterback, I think about the coach. Give me Pete Carroll over Ron Rivera in every possible way. I'd like
Yeah.
to see I'd like to see Pete Carroll blow a bubble right in Ron Rivera's face and him just sit there. Oh, I really think that our team played hard today. Shut up, Ron. Get fired already. No chance he's their coach next year, right?
I don't know. Would they make the playoffs?
If they make the playoffs, I mean, they're not making the playoffs, first of all. But second of all,
They're not out of the race. Do you understand how bad the seven?
do you understand they still have a very tough schedule?
I think they can do it.
Okay,
And it starts with a win here.
let's make a bet on Washington to make the playoffs or not.
What we betting?
I don't know. You brainstorm it. I don't care. It's not gonna
Okay.
happen.
I'll think on it.
I mean,
What the
give
coin have?
Washington.
Let's go. The coin finally rode with me.
Yeah.
Mm. Next up was the toughest game for me. The New
Okay,
York Giants
it's interesting.
facing Dallas, but Dallas is 16.5 point favorites. That's a massive line. Massive. I get the Giants don't have a quarterback. I mean, they have a guy that might be the worst quarterback I've ever seen try to play quarterback position in the NFL. Like I see him out there running the offense and I'm like, dude, I could do better than that. Like this guy is bad. Like it looks like it was some Joe bum off of the street and they're just like, hey man, we gotta have somebody to play, so just come on. You ever play football before? Yeah, dude. I throw with my kid in the backyard a couple times. Like that's the type of like quarterback this is. And with that being said, give me Dallas in that massive line.
Yeah, Dallas obviously coming off a huge win. Uh, oh wait, never mind, they lost. All right, sorry, just had to get that in there. Um, yeah, I mean Dallas destroys bad teams, and the Giants are a bad team. They have some crazy margin of victory basically all year, and some big margin of defeat. Um, their quarterback started to look a little bit better towards the end of the game last week. It's hard to think their defense doesn't have at least 2, 3 turnovers. It's hard to think that they probably don't have a defensive touchdown. It's hard to think after that last week of, I mean, call it what you want, whether you think they deserve to win, deserve to lose, if the Eagles was lost or the Eagles survived, however you want to phrase it. The point is they had a chance to win at the end and they were looked incompetent. And so they want to destroy this team. And earlier in the year, they won like what 30 something to 0. Is that how we started out the year? Also, just want to shout out. Thank goodness this isn't the Sunday night game, but Fox just always, whatever. I, this is one of those I'm going to look myself in the mirror Monday morning and say you're an idiot. Give me the Giants.
Good gosh. Okay.
It's 16 and a half points. I understand they want to make it big because they want to have some money on the Giants so they don't get killed, but I mean, realistically, if this line was 20, do you probably still go Cowboys? Like at a
Yeah.
certain point, it's just that's the max amount of points they're going to give you. I I hate this pick.
Yeah.
Giants.
Mm.
I might not watch that game.
There's a lot of games it's looking like I'm not gonna watch. Who am I kidding? It's football. I'm gonna watch it. And then afterwards I'm gonna be like, why the crap did I sit here for
Oh, I'll have
so
it
many
on.
hours and watch this?
I'll have it on one of my screens. I'm just going to try and not watch it.
Dude, we trying to play Spider-Man during the games?
Yes, dude, it's so sick. I'll let you start it over. It's that good. All right, let's stay focused. Also, I might need to take a trip a few minutes down the road, and I might have to pay somebody for something. There's someone that might still be mad at me by then, and I got to make things right. Um, Shouts out Will Levis, my guy.
Oh, God almighty.
All right, the New York Jets facing the Las Vegas Raiders. The Jets are 1.5 point favorites, despite the fact that their offense was one of the most dreadful things I've ever watched. Somehow the Chargers didn't just destroy them. Las
That
Vegas,
defense is elite.
it is, but I'm just saying, like, that was so awful to watch. And it almost seemed like it was bad offense by the Chargers more than good defense. But I do respect the Jets defense, but I don't know. Maybe they just teams look terrible. I
I think
hate
the Chargers could have beat them by more, but they were kind of like, no reason to take risks, like just be conservative. Like this
they
team
couldn't
doesn't scare
complete little
us.
screen passes.
Yeah, that's
Is that
fair.
the defense? No, I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I don't know, dude. It's a weird line. Las Vegas, Antonio Pierce. I mean, he seems like a hype coach, like a guy that everybody likes. he made the last coach mad, which is kind of hype. They're having fun. They're smoking cigars. They're doing this. They're doing that. But at the end of the day, when you look at their roster, do they have enough to be a good team? Probably not. They're not making the playoffs either. I want that on the record. But do they have enough to beat this Jets team? I say yes. And I say they do have enough, but they won't beat them because Robert Salah is going to say, we embarrass quarterbacks. Aiden O'Connell's barely a quarterback. Give me the Jets.
Yeah, I'm riding the intern coach still.
Well, you didn't ride him last week. I want that on the record. You didn't believe in the guy.
Yeah, I know, and I should have. So I'm riding him this week. I think intern coach is good for like 2 wins in a row.
I would
So
like to know the stats on if you win your first game, because I feel like it wears off pretty quickly.
I'm pretty sure Saturday won his first 2, and then he came to earth real quick.
He won 2 or he only won 1?
I think he won the first 2, and then it went to crap.
Yeah, but okay, just for what it's worth, I believe in Antonio Pierce more than Jeff Saturday as a coach.
Yeah, and speaking of Amigo and the Raiders, that's my lock of the week.
This pod is reaching all-time low. We picked the Bears and the Raiders as our locks. I mean, no wonder the numbers are down.
God almighty. What'd the coin go?
I don't freaking know. Did I flip it already?
I don't know.
Permission to reflip?
Yeah.
All right, Las Vegas. Makes sense.
Let's go. Coin rode with me finally for like the 3rd time today.
All right. Now, this is a great slate of games this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at these primetime games. You know, no, we're not doing this. Be grateful for football. Be grateful for football.
And to wrap it up, Monday night, we have the Denver Broncos going to Buffalo to take on the Bills, and the Bills are 7.5-point favorites. This is one of those where if the Bills looked like the team I believe them to be, I go Bills, not even thinking at all. But the Bills just, they haven't convinced me like that they're a team that I trust or should believe in. And with 7, if you're giving me 7.5 to encourage me to take Denver, oh, I'm taking Denver all day. So yeah, I'm going Broncos. Let's ride.
Yeah, I mean, Denver coming off of a Kansas City win and then a bye. Like, Russ is looking better and better. Buffalo, Monday night. Give me the Bills.
Yeah.
Bills, coin.
Mm.
Teams on a bye this week. Kansas City Chiefs near the top of the AFC. Miami Dolphins sort of near the top of the AFC, but just can't be a good team.
Frauds.
Rams, not good. And the winners of the week are the Philadelphia Eagles on the bye week with a chance to get healthy, sitting at the top of the NFL, top of the NFC, top of the NFC East. So great bye week for those teams. Next week, we have much better matchups. All right.
Yeah.
One quick question before you go. Is the NFL rigged? After the Chiefs and Eagles play in the Super Bowl, the Kelsey brothers are exploding all across the world, getting votes for Sexiest Man Alive, Taylor Swift relationship, their podcast. They're facing each other in the Super Bowl. They both have a bye week the same week before they play their Super Bowl rematch on Monday Night Football. Is the NFL rigged? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, I'm going to go no as well. Let's see what the coin says. The coin says no. The NFL is not rigged. Thank goodness. All right.
Real quick before we hop off, we'll give y'all the picks you really want to hear, the person you need to be riding with at this point.
What percent of our listeners do you think skip to the end just to hear his pick? 10%.
Probably all of them. That's what I'd be doing at this point.
I don't know. I don't want to make fun of us.
So Howard went Chicago, Indianapolis, Pittsburgh, New Orleans, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Tennessee, San Fran, Los Angeles Chargers, Atlanta, Washington, Dallas, Jets, and Buffalo. And then he left a little note for us and said, "It's money time, bitches." So, yeah, I don't. Apparently, he's confident. Maybe you should just ride with Howard.
One final thing before we go. Lock of the week: Howard went Cowboys, Alexander went Raiders, and Zachary went Bears. So I think Howard definitely picked the best of those three teams. Overall lock records, and we'll get out of here. All of us won last week, so that's all that really matters. So
Yeah,
I'm still in first place in that, and you're still in last place. So
yeah,
you're in last place in
yeah.
both. All right, I'll let you have the final word.
As Howard said, it's money time, bitches.